and send, because if you just open for me the share, then I cannot get the access for that. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So this is my CAS website. Oh, sorry. First thing I did is I reflected on the understanding of learning outcomes. So you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So overall about my interests, except for school, I really enjoy drawing, and I think that it would be a perfect opportunity for my creativity project. That's why for the September, I already created a group of people that I will be working with. So we decided that we would like to translate some of the Kazakh writers' poems into Russian or English, and do illustrations and create a book that we'll be sending to kids that would like to learn about the Kazakh culture more, but they cannot because they do not know the language or they are just not very good with Kazakh language. That's why we think that we develop intercultural understanding and just the overall cultural development of the. That's why I would like to combine the creativity and service together. Creativity for the illustrations that I will be very happy to draw, as I said previously, I really enjoy drawing, and service as helping kids to develop. So this is my September report. I also planned the CAS for October. Yes. So we are planning for tomorrow to divide the rules inside groups, who would be drawing, who would be translating, and other roles. My CAS record for December, and that's what I have so far.
Okay. Just what about activity? What you are planning for activity?
For activity, I think I will be planning to develop my skills in volleyball game, and I think I'll be starting from this week to take photos and to be engaging into the games during the class activity.
Okay, but do you know how to play the volleyball?
Yes, I know, but I would like to develop my skill further because, for example, I'm not really good at passing balls, or for example, in I don't know how it's in English, but doing an attack for the opposite team, like when you hit the ball so hard and they cannot even catch it. I'm not very good at that.
Okay, is it challenging for you?
Yes.
Just what is the goal then? Just what you want to reach at the end?
Possibly also to, when I learn these skills, I would be able to play with the use of net, because right now I play volleyball only in small groups of people in the circle. And I would like to play on the field, on the real field, with pretty long distances, and I would like to be able to throw the ball to reach the nets and go to the opposite team. So I think it would be very challenging for me to step out of my zone that I have now and go further.
Okay, just how you understand just the CAS itself? What is CAS for you?
For me, CAS is composition of creativity, activity, and service. And I think each of these fields develops our personalities in different ranges, because we all need, in some extent, to be a little creative or to be active in our life or to help other people. That's why I think it creates balance in our lives. And yeah, that's what CAS is for me.
Okay, but what kind of other interests you have? Just maybe just you want to develop some kind of creativity skills, or to improve your health, you are planning to do some kind of other activities. Just what kind of plans you have?
I think I also would be developing my health, like endurance or physical strength, because I'm not really good at that also. I'm not really good at sports, I would say, and that's why I would also like to like develop this area of my life further, because like physical health is very important. And for example, I cannot run for long distances. I get tired really fast, and I would like to like change that and like develop new skills.
Okay, but would you like to learn some other creative skills than drawing? I would really like to enjoy or really like to develop piano skills, because I used to play and I stopped playing since I like got into IB because I didn't have much time. And right now I would like to like renew this hobby that I used to have as a kid, and possibly also develop that in creativity. Okay, just how you are planning to cover the learning outcomes of CAS?
Well, I think I have already started covering some of them. For example, demonstrating the skills and recognizing the benefits of working collaboratively, because I have already created a group of people that I would be working with, and I can already see the benefits of working together. It is much easier to plan time together or just to work, because you can divide the roles and give feedback to each other in case you would need it.
Okay. What about other goals? Do you have some kind of plans for October, for November?
For October, I recently we had the meeting with Miss Asel, and where we all figured out the questions we had for the CAS, and I participated in that meeting. And right now, I think I will in October send the project proposal to Miss Asel, and if she approves, we will be already start working on the like translation, on the investigation stage of the project.
Okay, okay. Just how you understand what can be as an evidence for the CAS?
Evidence of the CAS, like photos of group working together. Also, after each stage, like investigation planning, we would have some kind of like products left. For example, for investigation, like whole research, and this can be also like a evidence of the CAS that all stages are completed and that the student is working.
Okay. Yeah, all the recordings, yeah, it can be even the video recordings, it can be audio recordings, it can be the photos, it can be the product itself. But mainly you do not have to forget to include these evidences on your each reflection. Okay? Because you only like that can show that you have done this activity. Okay? I just want to ask you about just what you're expecting just to gain from CAS.
I expect to develop myself, as I said before, in all these spheres, to be more balanced. As of, for example, I have very low activity like level in my life in comparison with, for example, creativity, and from this CAS, I expect that I would have all these components in my life in the equal amount. So I will be both physically health and helping other people.
Okay, just what issues of local significance concern you most?
Can you repeat the question?
What kind of issues of local significance concern you the most?
For now, I think it's that kids nowadays are not learning Kazakh language and they mostly speak Russian. That's why they are not very well with Kazakh culture itself and the, for example, literature that played a very huge role in our history before. And that's why I think that it's an issue. And with our project, I would like to fix this problem and to translate Kazakh poems to Russian or English so they can read them and learn more about our heritage, about our culture and literature.
Do you have some kind of plans to tackle this issue from other perspective?
To be honest, I have not really considered about it, but yes, that.
Okay. Do you think that it is the issue which you're just concerning, or you have some kind of other significant issues that about you are thinking now?
Well, we've thought about when we finish the project, we would need to print the books out, and this would cost a lot of money and paper. And one of our friends in the group proposed that we would be using recycled paper in order to limit the environmental damage. And I think this is also one of the local problems that would be considered in this project. So we would be using our resources wisely, deliberately, and use recycled paper instead of printing on the new paper.
Okay, thank you. My last question, how do you think, what learning outcome might present just a significant challenge for you? Just you think that this learning outcome is just challenging for me?
Possibly demonstrate engagement with issues of global significance, because we have to think outside of not only our country but the whole world itself. And I think this would be quite complicated for me.
But how you can just, for example, could you give some examples of the global issues?
As I said before, it's ecological problems, also global warming.
Okay. Is it possible to tackle it locally?
Tackle means solve?
Yeah.
I think yes. If we start from little steps and go to the further actions, I think it's possible. And as I mentioned before, using recycled paper can be the start of this.
It means it's possible to cover this goal, yeah?
Yes.
In the local manifestation. Okay, thank you. Any kind of questions to me, Dariga?
No.
Everything is clear for you about the CAS stages?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Then the interview is over. Thank you for presenting your website. It's very clear and neat and it's organized.